Laurent Le Pen is a pioneering entrepreneur, having built startups focused on smartwatches and other innovative digital devices over the last 15 years. But it was his grandfather's secret Second World War story that shaped his journey in China at a very unlikely time. Laurent's father, who worked at France Telecom, had access to new mobile phones every month, and his family was one of the first in the neighborhood to have internet access. Laurent's career path would later be influenced by another family member. In his teenage years, he read his grandfather's book about serving in the French Marines during the Second World War. Not in Europe, but in Asia, especially China.
My grandfather was part of them, but he was literally fighting with Chinese people against the Japanese. And he ended up in a jail for a year or something like that. Yeah, that was a tough time. But the story of his book is very funny. Actually, there's a lot of good stories.
In 2005, at the age of 23, Laurent's fascination with China led to his decision to join a Philips Mobile spin-off in Le Mans, mainly because it offered business trips to Beijing and Shenzhen. 2 years later, Laurent even relocated to the company's Shenzhen office as a strategic sourcing manager.
On December 27, 2007 in Shenzhen, and started 2008 fresh in office. A bit scary, a bit exciting, but at the same time a new challenge. But I was young, I was 25 years old, so fearless,
Despite what Laurent had heard, he didn't find Shenzhen dangerous or difficult at all. In fact, he was very focused on work, especially to survive the financial crisis. In 2009, Laurent joined Chinese mobile phone maker Yumiox as the Vice President of Strategic Alliance. This new role gave him experience in sales and marketing, as well as product design.
In France, we are really focused on making things really good, and it will take time, but we will be very efficient and we will deliver only when it's perfect. While, especially in China, we will go very fast and we will reiterate and we will improve but we will deliver things more to learn and to get feedback and to improve. It's a very different approach.
In 2013, Laurent finally launched his Omate brand to make smartwatches and smart rings. Even though he runs his business in Shenzhen and speaks fluent Mandarin Chinese, he still remains very French in his mindset.
I bring things that many people don't see with their Chinese boss, where it can be more strict. Me, I'm more flexible on many things. Even time, even all of this. I prefer people to be happy and to stay longer. So people in our company will stay longer than in other company.
Laurent is now a permanent resident in China with a family of 4. As for his business, the one piece of advice that he would like to give to his younger self, and any young entrepreneur for that matter, is don't be afraid to pivot faster.
Your life is a series of personal choice that will radically change your life. But don't be afraid to sometimes go in a different directions that everyone is telling you to go. Don't worry to go to a different way. It will be fine. It will just be your way, your decision, your mistakes, and your successes too.